this is my psychic tip. I'm going to do psychic tips. Now, you might see my dog in the background. He might jump up, he might start barking, I don't know. Hopefully he will be quiet. He's been for a walk, so he should behave himself. My name is Barbara Burgess, and I'm a psychic medium, clairvoyant. I read angel tarot cards, angel oracle cards. I'm an animal communicator and a nature communicator. There he goes. Oh dear. The top tip is to put your dog somewhere else, I think. Anyway, he's looking out the window. So my website is www.barbaraburgess.co.uk, and this is one of my psychic tips. Now, if you like my tips, please click the like button down below, the thumbs up. Please click that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to my channel. You will be most welcome to subscribe to my channel, and please comment below and ask questions. If you want to know something, please put a comment below and ask me, and I can do another video on a subject that interests you. Here we go. Now, he's been taught he's been taught to put his paws on my shoulders. He does quite a few tricks. Top psychic tip, and that is put your dog somewhere else when you're trying to do a top psychic tip. So my top psychic tip for today is to believe things. All right, believe. Don't brush it off. I tell you, I had two young ladies come for a reading. I think they were probably in their 20s. Well, they came together, but only one of them wanted a reading. The second person sat in, and normally I don't allow this. I used to allow it. Actually once I had 4 people in the room who all said they wanted a reading, and they swapped over, and I did 3 readings, and then the 4th one had obviously watched me do readings and thought, I don't need one, don't want one, or she might have got a message during the other messages. Now, he's been taught that he can do that, but he's not been taught that he shouldn't be doing that. I'll put a treat out for him, and perhaps he'll have a treat instead of pestering me trying to do my tip. Now, these 2 young ladies, I gave one of them a reading, and she said yes to a lot of things. When I do a reading, I ask people to say yes or no. So when I did the reading, she said yes to many, many things. And I said, you're psychic. And she sort of went like that. But her friend went. And I said, I said several things. And I said, you're psychic. She goes, yes, but, yes, but, yes, but. Then she told me that she was near where I live. There's an alleyway it's a shortcut to the shops. She said she was going down there one day with a bag of crisps in her hand, and it shot out of her hand, and the crisps went flying, and she heard the name of her best friend. Let's just say her best friend was called Julie. I can't remember what her best friend was called, but Julie was in the spirit world, and she heard her best friend's name, Julie, and then she heard hiya, and she said that's exactly how Julie would have said it. Julie would also have, if she'd have been eating crisps, Julie would have gone like that and sent the crisp flying. So she said it was all exactly like Julie. And I said, there you are then, you're psychic. And her friend goes like that, and she goes, no, I'm not psychic. And I thought, what do I need to do to convince you that you're psychic and that was your friend Julie and you were receiving a message and your friend was there, your friend in the spirit world? Although she was in the spirit world, she was, she sent her energy to, I'm just throwing another treat for the dog. She sent her energy to make the crisp packet go flying. So this is it, believe. So many people just don't believe. I mean, what could me and this other young lady have said to the girl who wanted the reading to convince her that she was psychic? You know, what do you want? I think people want things more tangible. Now, if I said, you know, if Julie appeared, how my dog had appeared, then she might have believed it. But because it's an energy, because they're in spirit form in the spirit world, you think, oh, is it real? You know, is it true? Did I see that? You know, I'm not quite sure. And then, like me, I used to think that everyone else was psychic. I wasn't psychic. I kept telling myself. I used to say, I'd love to be psychic, even though I was psychic, even though I saw spirit, heard spirit, got messages, and all this, that, and the other, and I still kept thinking I would love to be psychic. It must be brilliant to be psychic. And look at all those psychic people. What I couldn't do in the early days was read tarot cards. The tarot, like the Rider-Waite, I think they're quite difficult to read, and until you use them a great many times, you know, until you really get, you can be self-taught. All right, you can be self-taught, same as you can be self-taught with the piano. My uncle was self-taught with the piano, and he taught me the piano. He said, "There's the keyboard. This is what someone said to him," and he said it to me. There's the keyboard. There's the lock where you lock the keyboard. You pull the lid down and that's the lock. In front of the lock is the note C. So I knew we'd got C, D, E, F, G. So he said, that is the note C. Now there's the music on the bit of paper in front of you. That's the C on the music sheet. That's the C on the piano. Now get on with it. And he was self-taught to play the piano and the organ, and you know, he said get on with it, and I did it. It was plod plod C. I'd go C, D, E, F, G, like that. I'd do it very, very slowly, and then I'd make the tune faster until I got the tune correct. Now you can't see my dog, but he's now sitting with his paw on my knee, waiting for another treat. He's been playing games and had quite a few treats. So this is it. Believe. Believe, 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 believe. And if, say you get it wrong, right? So say, well, I can't think of an example, but I've suggested to you that you believe. So say things happen and you believe it, and something similar happens and you believe it, you keep believing. And say that happens about 10 times and you think, oh, I've got this right. And then you believe something else and it turns out incorrect. Let's just say, I don't know, I can't think. Say a piece of paper flies up in the air because the wind's blowing, and you believe, oh, I was thinking of Auntie Jane a minute ago. It must be Auntie Jane who flew that piece of paper up into the air. But then you realise the wind was blowing and it wasn't. So don't tell yourself off, is what I want to say. Don't tell yourself off because you got it wrong once out of 10. Just forget about the mistakes that you made. Carry on believing. Believe. So that's my tip for today. Now, my name is Barbara Burgess, www.barbaraburgess.co.uk. If you would like a reading, if you would like help, if you would like solutions to your problems. During readings, you can ask me as many questions as you like, or you can tell me about the area of your life that you'd like me to look into. And these days I do mainly email readings, and that is because I can do them at midnight, 1 or 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, during my lunch break. You know, I can fit an email reading in far better than if I've got a appointments, say somebody wants a phone reading at 9 a.m. I've got to sort the dog out. My husband will be getting ready for work. Say somebody wants a one-to-one, exactly the same. I've actually hired rooms out on numerous occasions at a fee to myself, and people have not turned up, or people have cancelled at the last minute. I prefer if people can't. No, that's incorrect. You know, it's polite for people to cancel, but when they don't turn up and you've booked a room, then it's a bit of a no-no. So now I basically do email readings, and they work out just as well. You don't have to be face-to-face with someone. You don't have to be in the same room as someone in order to get a good reading. Okay, so my name is Barbara Burgess. My website is www.barbaraburgess.co.uk. And if you like my tips, please click the thingamajig sign. Please subscribe. You'll be really, really welcome as a subscriber. I'm going to do more of these tips, and please ask me questions. Comment and ask me questions down below. You know, suggest a subject that you would like a top tip to. Okay, lovely to see you on here, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.